Now we're going to move into the 15 to 17-year-old. Now this stage of development is absolutely my favorite. It's also my favorite age of teenager to be around. And I'm not sure why, other than when a child is 15 to 17, or even my inner 15-year-old, or the inner 15-year-olds of people that I work with, there's just kind of this neat cockiness about that age. And there's this neat kind of know-it-all energy. And they're fun to go kind of toe-to-toe with. And so I really like that age. If they're not involved in a lot of drugs and stuff, then it's very difficult if they're really rebellious. But if they're coming into that really dynamite age of speaking their truth, and they have permission to do so, they're really entertaining to be around, even though they're somewhat challenging to be around. In terms of the inner child work, the 15 to 17-year-old is the part of you who's going to kick his or her heels anytime you are out of integrity. That part of me keeps me in line like no other aspect of me, because she really calls me to task. If I'm not following my path, if I'm not speaking my truth, if there's a discrepancy between what I'm proposing and what I'm living, then she really has a lot of contrast with that. And she brings me to my knees with it. And so I've learned over the years to really listen to her and to value her, but I don't want her to run my life. And I think that is the real key here, is that if you have a very active 15 to 17-year-old and she is eclipsing the power of the inner adult, then you have trouble. And the reason is that you're going to be into this rebellious mode all the time. Now the counter to being rebellious is to being really passive. So in adulthood, if you never got a chance to rebel, if you never felt safe enough to butt up against the adults in your life as a way to prepare for adulthood, then you're going to be somewhat encroached until you give yourself permission to do that.